Angelina Jolie's name is instantly recognizable as someone who exudes compassion, mystery, and captivating charm. In spite of her meteoric rise to stardom, Angelina Jolie isn't afraid to face her demons. Angelina Jolie is more than simply a famous actress who has played memorable characters like Tomb Raider's Lara Croft and Maleficent. She is a role model for modern women everywhere, having overcome incredible odds to create a legacy that goes beyond Hollywood. On the other hand, this strong woman's illuminating brilliance masks a darker side, a troubled childhood that left an indelible stamp on her spirit due to its deep scars, intense inner struggles, and familial turmoil. In her life, Angelina Jolie has lived in the bright light of fame while also navigating the dark depths of her own traumas. Who is Angelina Jolie now, and what has influenced her? What motivates her to work tirelessly for the underprivileged? Is it her incredible talent, her determination to overcome obstacles, or maybe her limitless compassion? Come along as we explore the moving and motivational life of Angelina Jolie, a lady whose parallel universes include the bright light of fame and the shadowy depths of secrets that only a select few know about. In the beginning, Angelina Jolie came into this world on June 4, 1975, in the city of Angels, California, to a family that seemed to live it up in the Hollywood spotlight. The actress Marceline Bertrand was her mother's protégé, and the Oscar-winning actor Jon Voight was her father. There was a tumultuous family history hidden beneath this shiny facade. There were signs of marital discord between Jolie's parents even before she was born. During his prime, Jon Voight was notorious for having affairs. The family broke up when Jolie was a child due to his adulterous activities, which included an affair with actress Stacey Pickren. Jolie and her brother James Haven were left to be raised by Marceline alone after their father abandoned the family. Her father's departure created not only a tremendous emotional hole for Jolie, but also prompted her mother to stop her acting profession to take on the role of a single parent. Despite her best efforts to provide for her children, Marceline couldn't totally hide her pain. For Jolie, the weight of being a single mother and the betrayal she suffered were both motivating factors and a secret well of grief. The little family was completely dependent on Jon Voight for financial support and travelled about a lot. However, Jolie and her father's emotional gap widened over time. There was never much of a connection between Jon Voight and his daughters, even though he kept up his financial support and made rare appearances. Later in life, Jolie acknowledged that she and her father never had a strong bond. Their infrequent meetings, which typically took place at film premieres or on sets, failed to heal the emotional rift between them. As Jolie began her career, she refused to let her success be connected to her father's renown, and she eventually dropped the Voight from her name, leaving her with a lasting grief from their alienation. Jolie felt extreme isolation and loneliness as a child due to her family's disintegration. She was bullied at school because of her thin physique, braces, and big spectacles. Jolie, unlike other bullied youths, embraced her uniqueness and rebellious spirit by dressing in a way that no one else did. She established a punk image by dressing in all black, using heavy makeup, and dyeing her hair. But below this rebellious facade was a girl who felt completely alone, alienated, and unwelcome. Jolie went through a period of intense mental distress as a result of the scars inflicted by her family and the long periods of isolation. She started hurting herself and developing strange hobbies like collecting blades, which led to her self-destructive actions. Even death, which Jolie had pondered as a means to transcend her misery, became obsessional for her. This was not defiance on the part of the girl. Rather, it was her quiet pleas for assistance as she battled the deep anguish within. Jolie entered the modelling industry as a teenager, with the hope that it would help her overcome her poor self-esteem and insecurities, while also providing her with financial security. But much to her dismay, she was repeatedly turned down by agencies that harshly criticized her, calling her too short, too fat, and not beautiful enough. Her perseverance was unshaken by these initial setbacks. Rather, they strengthened her resolve to demonstrate her value. Opportunity eventually knocked. Photographers started taking notice of her, and soon she was getting offers to be in music videos and picture sessions. With these minor victories under her belt, Jolie was able to regain her self-assurance and set herself up for future success. There were times of pain interspersed with moments of self-discovery throughout Angelina Jolie's formative years. Even in the glitz of Hollywood, she saw her family's hardships reflected in her upbringing. These hardships, however, helped shape Jolie into the strong, independent woman she is today. The woman who would go on an inspirational yet turbulent journey was shaped by everything she had been through, from her mother's unrealized ambitions to the wounds her father left behind. Beginnings and difficulties. Finding her place in Hollywood's glittering business was anything but straightforward, despite Angelina Jolie's early entry into the acting profession. She made her cinematic debut beside her father, Jon Voight, in the 1980 picture Looking to Get Out. But her role was small. Considering Jolie's age of 5, she was far too young to understand the significance of an acting career. It wasn't so much of a significant creative debut as it was a family milestone. Jolie appeared to be aimlessly exploring the years that followed, seeking both passion and her own identity. She didn't get her big break in 1992's Cyborg 2, a science fiction flick. In spite of everyone's expectations, the film bombed. It was soon forgotten due to its clumsy plot and antiquated special effects. Jolie was devastated by the setback. She came clean later on about how the film made her sick to her stomach. She felt she didn't fit in the limelight and, discouraged, left the film industry. But as if fate had other ideas, Jolie returned to film in 1995 with Hackers. Her portrayal of a brilliant, defiant, and irresistible hacker brought a youthful energy and enthusiasm to every scene. Jolie was finally acknowledged for her acting chops in this picture, even though it bombed at the box office. It brought her together with her co-star and first husband, Johnny Lee Miller, and it also garnered attention from audiences. This was a watershed moment in Jolie's professional and personal life, ushering in a fresh phase of her creative trajectory. However, it was the 1998 film Gia that gave Angelina Jolie her big break and propelled her to stardom. Jolie played the tragic lesbian fashion icon and supermodel Gia Karangi in this biographical drama. In a performance that required tremendous emotional and physical toll, Jolie immersed herself fully in the role. To get into character, she cut herself off from the world while filming, letting herself feel her character's anguish and isolation. Audiences and critics alike praised her performance as a masterpiece due to her genuine and intense emotions. Jolie won the esteemed Golden Globe for her performance in Gia. While playing Gia cemented her place in the public eye, it did not come without its share of challenges. Jolie had serious mental health issues following the film's release because she had devoted herself so completely to the role, experiencing the same pain as the character. Despite everything, Gia was a watershed moment in her career. Jolie rose to stardom, cementing her status as more than just a talented young actress. A thriving career and remarkable achievements. After a tough and tumultuous start, Angelina Jolie progressively built her name in Hollywood, not just as a superb actor, but also as a cultural icon with immense influence. Jolie's first major breakthrough came with her depiction of Lisa Rowe in Girl, Interrupted, 1999. Lisa, a charismatic yet dangerous lady with antisocial personality disorder, was brought to life with Jolie's colourful, nuanced, and powerful performance. This role earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, along with a Golden Globe and a Screen Actors Guild Award. The triumph of Girl, Interrupted represented a pivotal juncture in her career, pushing her from a promising young actress to an international star. Not long after, Jolie continued to stretch herself with varied roles, most notably as Lara Croft in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, 2001. This was Jolie's first foray into action films, and she poured everything into embodying the strong feminist icon. From undertaking rigorous martial arts training to performing her own stunts, Jolie proven her outstanding ability in the action genre. While the picture got mixed reviews from critics, it grossed over $274 million worldwide, establishing Jolie's image as a top action actor. She was well established in commercial cinema after landing this role, which led to more substantial assignments. But Jolie wasn't limited to action flicks. Parts that called for her to be sensitive and emotionally invested enthralled viewers as well. She played Marianne Pearl, the wife of murdered journalist Daniel Pearl, in the 2007 film A Mighty Heart. Critics and fans alike were enamored with Jolie's performance because of how sincere, honest, and powerful it was. Her performance earned her a Golden Globe nomination, further demonstrating her versatility and ability to take on challenging roles. In 2008, Jolie delivered another outstanding performance as Christine Collins in Clint Eastwood's Changeling. The part, which was inspired by a real story, revolved around a mother's dogged pursuit of her kid, who went missing. With her masterful portrayal of the character's deep sorrow and unwavering strength, Jolie was nominated for a second Academy Award. Jolie cemented her position as one of the leading actresses of her generation with Changeling, which showcased her astonishing acting talent. In 2014's eponymous film, Jolie had another career-defining role as Maleficent. Jolie breathed new life into the timeless Sleeping Beauty story as the multifaceted evil fairy. With nearly $750 million at the box office, the picture was a huge hit. With the strong and complex portrayal of Maleficent, it solidified Jolie's position in the film industry and catapulted her into the status of a cultural icon. Jolie demonstrated her extraordinary skill as a producer and director, in addition to her acting chops. With its moving and compassionate portrayal of the Bosnian War, her first feature film as a filmmaker, In the Land of Blood and Honey, 2011, received high praise from critics. Jolie expanded on this success with her 2014 film Unbroken, which narrated the life of Olympic athlete and World War II prisoner of war Louis Zamperini. Critics and audiences alike praised the picture, which further cemented Jolie's status as a visionary and master storyteller in the film industry. Her 2017 film, First They Killed My Father, a moving account of the atrocities committed by the Khmer Rouge, was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film at the Golden Globes. Outside of acting, Jolie had a long list of achievements. 1 Oscar, 3 Golden Globes, and countless more important honors have been bestowed upon her. Notably, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences presented her with the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award in recognition of her substantial humanitarian work. Angelina Jolie has captured viewers worldwide not only with her iconic roles, but also with her compassion and remarkable life story. From a young woman burdened with doubts to one of Hollywood's greatest stars, she stands as a tribute to resilience, talent, and an unshakable resolve to make a difference. Private life. The bright lights of Hollywood could never completely obfuscate the complicated web of emotions that is Angelina Jolie's private life, despite her phenomenal success in the entertainment industry. Turbulent romances, her duty as a mother, and extended inner fights portray a portrait of Jolie as both strong and emotionally fragile. The connection between Jolie and British actor Johnny Lee Miller began on the set of Hackers, 1995, and the couple eventually tied the knot. They were close on an emotional level and shared more than just screen time. Their wedding in 1996 was a simple yet bold occasion that characterized Jolie's rebellious adolescence. A white t-shirt bearing Miller's name inscribed in her own blood served as a constant reminder of her undying love and commitment to him. But this raging ardor did not endure. Not because of treachery, but because they saw they were going in separate paths. The marriage terminated after a few years. In order to keep the positive parts of their relationship alive, Jolie and Miller remained close friends, and Jolie later looked back on the relationship with appreciation. Jolie had an impulsive romance with Billy Bob Thornton, an American actor and singer 20 years her older, after her first marriage ended. Their dramatic age difference and drastically different way of living made their romance an instant hit with the media. Their shocking wedding in 2000 stunned onlookers once again. As a dramatic symbol of their love, they both put vials of the other's blood around their necks. Thornton wanted a normal existence, but Jolie was becoming more and more passionate about humanitarian missions and traveling the world. They eventually drifted apart because of these disagreements. Jolie said afterwards that she loved deeply and had no regrets, even though the relationship didn't last. But Jolie's marriage to Brad Pitt was the most complicated and consequential part of her private life. While filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, they met and fell in love while portraying a married couple. Despite the controversy surrounding Pitt's marriage to Jennifer Aniston at the time, Jolie and Pitt became one of the most powerful couples in Hollywood very fast. They had 6 children altogether: Maddox, Zahara, and Pax, 3 of whom were born to them, and 3 more who were adopted from other countries. Motherhood was Jolie's life's work, and she devoted herself to providing a multicultural and loving home for her children. Despite outward signs of contentment, their marriage was actually quite tense. Jolie initiated a protracted custody dispute in 2016 when she filed for divorce. Jolie said that Pitt assaulted her and their children on multiple occasions, even while they were in the air. She said that he injured them physically and emotionally. For years, Pitt's denial of the charges and their ensuing feud were front-page news. Jolie was unwavering in her pursuit of a stable home life for her children, even as her divorce became increasingly bitter and public. She stressed that giving her children a safe and healthy home was her first concern. Not only did Jolie and Pitt's tense relationship show how different they are, but it also showed how hard it is to define family values under the spotlight of Hollywood. Beyond her romantic engagements, Jolie has also had significant personal losses. Most notably, the 2007 cancer death of her mother, Marceline Bertrand. As per your request, here is the revised text. Mother Jolie was not only an adoring parent, but also an enormous influence on Jolie, and the two had a close relationship. The way Jolie dealt with life's challenges was greatly influenced by Barron's ideals, according to Jolie. This loss deeply impacted Jolie and motivated her to undergo preventive surgeries, including a double mastectomy and the removal of her ovaries to reduce her own risk of cancer. These decisions were generally praised as acts of courage and kindness. Jolie's personal life spans beyond love and tragedy. It also includes her substantial volunteer efforts. The plight of refugees profoundly affected Jolie after her first UN trip in Cambodia. She made regular trips to places hit by natural disasters, refugee camps, and war zones to help those in need and hear their experiences. Her position as a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador not only elevated her profile internationally, but also gave her life greater meaning. From the heights of stardom to the depths of despair, Angelina Jolie's private life is a symphony of ups and downs. Despite confronting various hardships, Jolie has continuously exhibited perseverance and compassion, illustrating that even the most recognized individuals hold very personal tales. Through it all, she has become a symbol not only of talent, but also of generosity and dedication, inspiring millions around the world. Angelina Jolie is more than simply a Hollywood star. She represents humanitarianism and an unfaltering commitment to world concerns through her work and the impact she has on a worldwide scale. Since 2001, Jolie has been traveling to war-torn and crisis-stricken areas as a goodwill ambassador for the UNHCR. These places include Afghanistan, Sudan, Syria, and Myanmar, among others. Pictures of her standing with victims of war, standing with refugees, or standing and listening to the sobs of children whose families have been killed have become symbols of compassion and duty. Beyond just being physically present, Jolie's active involvement extends well beyond that. Important policy shifts have resulted from it. She has made a significant impact in worldwide efforts to protect victims of sexual abuse during wars, fought for women's rights in conflict zones, and pushed for international organizations to boost help for refugees. She has received numerous honors for her selfless work, including the John Hirschholt Humanitarian Award from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, in addition to widespread renown on a global scale. Beyond her humanitarian activities, Jolie has made a significant influence. After realizing she had the BRCA1 gene mutation in 2013, she made news for her choice to undergo prophylactic procedures. In a moving opinion piece published in the New York Times, she recounted her own story and called on women everywhere to be proactive about their health and confront dangers directly. After the Angelina effect hit, millions of people were aware of the need of genetic testing and preventative care, generating a strong surge in public interest in these issues. When it comes to her private life, Jolie has been a doting mother to her 6 children without fail. She has 3 children from her own biological family and 3 more from adoption, all of whom come from different nations. This diversity in her family is evidence of her open mind and her faith that love can overcome barriers of race and culture. Jolie has frequently stated that her children motivate and inspire her to keep fighting for a better society. Angelina Jolie has become an international symbol of strength, love, and service to mankind via her empathy and extraordinary dedication, which has allowed her to rise above her status as a Hollywood star. Angelina Jolie's legacy and current life. In the year 2024, she maintains her status as one of the most brilliant and consequential stars in Hollywood. As the iconic opera singer Maria Callas in the biopic Maria, Angelina Jolie made a strong impression upon her triumphant comeback to the film industry. She has received critical praise for the portrayal and is nominated for Best Actress at the 2024 Golden Globes. Colleagues and viewers alike were affected by her performance at the Venice Film Festival, where she received a long-standing ovation. Jolie has branched out from acting to musical theatre production as an artistic pursuit. She shared producing duties for the critically acclaimed 2024 Tony Award-winning Broadway musical The Outsiders with her youngest daughter Vivienne. This success not only showcases the unique relationship between Jolie and her kid, but it also attests to Jolie's boundless imagination and skill. When it comes to her private life, Angelina Jolie is still very much a mother to her 6 kids. She frequently shows people her ordinary life, such as when she and her daughter Zahara strolled through Paris. She comes across as a caring and committed parent in these instances. Additionally, Jolie is still very much involved in helping those in need all over the world as a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador. Nonetheless, her personal life continues to be a mystery. Following sightings of the 2 in London, rumours began to circulate that he was developing feelings for British hip-hop musician Lara. Jolie has not commented on the rumours, but they have followers wondering. Beyond her legendary performances and countless accolades, Angelina Jolie will be remembered for much more. The lasting impression she leaves behind is one of a strong lady who has channeled her suffering into something greater. Not only is Jolie a talented actress, but her tremendous compassion and empathy also inspire millions of people throughout the world. An inspiration to all, Angelina Jolie's tale shows that it is possible to overcome adversity and become a role model for others. Both in Hollywood and in the hearts of people everywhere, Jolie will always be remembered as a legend for her incredible achievements and enduring influence. In addition to being one of the most iconic figures in Hollywood, Angelina Jolie exemplifies strength, skill, and kindness. Her career and life go much beyond what one would expect from an actress, what with her legendary parts that catapulted her to renown around the world and her indefatigable humanitarian work. Without sugarcoating it, Jolie turns her own struggles and hardships into fuel to propel good change in her life and the lives of those around her. With each stride, Angelina Jolie's journey unveils fresh, uplifting, and unforgettable chapters. Her life and work serve as an inspiration because they show that everyone can achieve their goals and leave a lasting impact. Let us rejoice in her remarkable journey, the life of a star who not only illuminates the globe with her brilliance, but also brings hope and compassion to all people. Angelina Jolie has had an incredible journey. What are your thoughts on it? Tell me what you think of her artistic and humanitarian work. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment. Like and subscribe to our channel if you're interested in hearing more motivational tales about famous Hollywood actors and actresses. The next video will be up soon, but till then, thank you for tuning in. So long.